defensive guys are good, coaches are good, our O guys are good, but we got some clutter offense last week. I thought we got some clutter hurt Nate. I thought we had some clutter with our defense. I just want to eliminate some clutter. This is a good group of kids that want to be good. They got enough talent to be good, and you need to coach them to be good and hold them to standards and push them the way that they're capable of doing. We've got some issues and a lot of things to clean up and some things guys, quote, can and can't do, but across the board, collectively, it's a good group of talented kids. It's stronger, it's mature, there's good young talent. They've worked hard. They think they're good. They think they have a chance to be good. I want the coaches to coach them like a good team. And that means on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, you're prepping them up. And on Saturday, you get out of the way and you coach them and you expect them to do well, and you come over and make adjustments. And then we look at it on Sunday and go to the next one. So right now we've moved on to 3. And this is a really good Hilltopper team.
Your team to have won 2 close games.
Well, it beats losing. I prefer, like somebody was up the other day, like 60-something at half. Greatest story ever. You guys love Coach Hep. We were at Miami, and you know, we were really good on defense for several years, and offense was just we were gaining, and we played a team, and it was 50-0 at halftime. And, you know, you're coaching on the field, and you're going a lot of times as coach, the first thing you might do as a coach is do what, Buck? You might hit the restroom because you're standing out there a long time. You really can't go anywhere. You guys got TV timeouts. That's the best thing about the box. You can walk in and out, you know, the restrooms. On the field, you're kind of stuck. You know what I'm saying? So me and Hep walk up. Hep looks over at me and sitting there, and looks. He says, "This is back when Tommy, what's his name? Tommy Frazier was rolling at Nebraska." He goes, "This is how Nebraska feels at halftime. I kind of like it. We're up 50-0 at halftime." So I prefer those games, but it's nice that our team has the maturity, has the confidence, and we keep playing 4 quarters and we're playing the next play. And that's what I wanted the coaches, coach the next play. You can have a little bit of high-five jump and let's move on. What's your kick placement? What's your defensive thoughts? Like I say, when we pinned them down on the 5-yard line, I flipped over to Coach McCullough. It's got our kickoff return team. Beelan, hands after safety. Get it ready right now. Right now. And then we let them off the hook. So, what else?
Much more comfortable is the fact that Nate is to the point now where, you know, he obviously doesn't design the game plan, but he can help with that and make suggestions.
It's always good. You know, he's got one of those academic schedules where, you know, we can't make him do things, but sometimes when they're available, he comes sit in the meeting. Like, we're not sitting there, we don't have secrets. What do you like? Matter of fact, after this, like he made a mistake the other day in the game. It's the play he scored on when he scrambled. And he told a receiver to do something. And I said, why? And he said, well, on tape, the corner did something I didn't do. I go, listen, we saw what the corner was. We called the play. You freelance worried about tape. You got to trust us here. Because I said, what you saw on tape is not what's happening right now. And I go, we saw what's happening. We made an adjustment. And so he's also smart enough. Sometimes intelligence can be a hinder. You can have too much clutter in your mind. So he got away on that scramble play where he actually adjusted a route that he never should have done. You know, so if you're an NFL quarterback, they'd be finding you right now. You know, you don't do that. You know, run the play. Trust us. And I go, if you're really worried about that, communicate that during the week to me more so we can make sure we do get on the same page. So, but it's good to have him in the rooms. I just can't make him come there. But sometimes, like, he'll pop in, like we sat together Friday. Because I spent some time with the defense, and me and him sat there together Friday for about an hour and said, let's talk. What do you like here? What do you want, 3rd and long? What are you thinking? What's your top throw? We got about 5 or 6 on the board here. Which one you like? He said, so-and-so. I go, why? I go, okay. What's your next choice? Give me down on the goal line. What do you like on the goal line? I like this one or this one. Why? And that's because that's one of my things. I'm always asking, like, why? If you tell me why you like it, tell me what you see. Tell me what you're thinking. Like I said, we had an issue Saturday. He was thinking about something he shouldn't have been thinking about. You know, because he was worried about an image of tape. But him being in meetings is good. I can't tell you how many times on a timeout, if we're over there talking, what do you want to throw? And he might say, give me this. And I might say, no, I don't like that one. Here's why. How about this one? He might say, no, I don't like that one. So we're just going back and forth. Like, what do you like? I asked a question today. We were going to bootleg. I said, we're booting to the left. You want it? He said, yeah. He took a hit on that one too. He didn't get the throw out. We threw an incomplete pass. I said, I got to boot up to the left. You want it or not? And he said, I'll take it. So I mean, because if he'd have said no, we got a bunch of plays on that play sheet. We'll just go to another one. Save it for a rainy day.
When you're making a choice between giving Griffin a shot at a long field goal or going for 4th and long, just what is kind of the process in your mind?
He can make. I mean, he's good for 60. You know, I mean, well, based on elements. Like, you know, like when we go out there in pregame and I'm shaking hands, my conversation with him, how far that way? How far that way? Which way do you want to kick off? You tell me. Halftime, we're kicking, Griff. Which way you want to go? Okay, we're kicking this way. You know what I mean? So, I mean, what do you want? I know he's got a big, shoot, he got an NFL leg. You know, he might play more NFL than anyone else based on them guys played 20 years because they never get hit if you're good. So if he stays healthy, I mean, that's an NFL leg. So, and to tell you what, Del Grosso's the same leg. He's got a little issue that's held him out. He's back kicking. So it's competition. That's a good deal. But also, we got to make those chip shot field goals. You know, I think to me the issue is, do you want 3 or 7? The time of the game, because you're same time, like right now we're dead last in punting at 28 yards. You know, we punt from the 43 the other day and we punted in the end zone on a sky kick. That's a 23-yard punt. It does me no good. Might as well just go for it and put if that would have been 4th and 3, 4, 5, maybe you go for that. So I think you're looking at, what's the distance? Is it 4th and 15? Then if it's in range, you probably kick him. If not, just sky kick it. If it's 4th and 2 or 3, how do you feel about your offense? What's the defense? What's the flow of the game? Do we need points? Like I felt early there at 7-3, 4th and 2, but I was like, we need 3 points here. There's a chance, make it 7-6 game. It had been agreed, says score a touchdown. You know what I'm saying? I'm not, shoot, there was an issue, or not issue, we had a team one time had 12 guys on the field several years ago, and they moved it up the 1.5 yard line. So I ran the offense out there on a no play call. They had 10 guys on the field. We walked in for 2 points. A lot of people said, that's dumb. Why is he going for 2? No, I was going to take a delay gain and kick the extra point from the 6 yard line. It wasn't that hard to kick. But we walked in for 2 because of just dynamics. So there's dynamics right there. Is it 4th and 15? Is it 4th and 2? What's the win? What's our defense doing? Where's it at in the game? And, really, there's a lot of times where you might go for that 1 down 4th and 2 on a chip shot. I thought we needed to score, and I thought I called a couple bad play calls. And it was my fault that we were here, not the kids' fault. Let's get 3 and come back and get them the next time.
Which is kind of, I guess you said some third down calls you wish you had back as you watched tape diagnosing those. And Nate said he felt like, I guess his words were that he thanked you for sort of taking the heat, but he felt like he could have done things.
Yeah, he got me a little bit there too.
What?
He got me a little bit too, but he's my guy. Right? Sometimes you're doing that run past it. Like, why are you running? Well, there's a pass option, and the pass option is there, but he didn't trust it. And I can put him in a better situation. I got another play to call. I can just call a pass. But some of those run passes, when you got Jordan Howard in a good line and you got a smart quarterback, okay, which one? They had a run pass called on their 2 2-point plays, and one worked and one they checked out and didn't. Those are 2 play calls. The pick was basically a 2-point play call. And they were in a 2-play mode. They changed the play. They thought we were doing something, and they changed the play. And so that's just, it used to be when back in the day, you'd run the ball, check to the pass. Well, now we're kind of putting them together. And we have certain calls where we don't think the linemen are going to get downfield, and we're trying to run it and throw it. And, and like after game, like he knew going into the game, how many times am I going to say you after the game, why didn't you throw it? Because we're giving you the combo. And at the same time, because we can always just call the run and take the pass off of it. There's options. We could just call a pass. We can just call a run. And sometimes now we're just partnering things together. Like Mitchell Page's touchdown was a run. And he had the option. And Western Kentucky does that 30, 40 times a game. We do it 30, 40 times a game. The quarterback's got the option. And it's just kind of how college football's played and spread.
Both games, there were freshmen in the secondary who made critical plays.
Yeah. Our freshmen?
Well, said that he feels that they're going to be great players in their own rights in the future. How do you see them growing already this year?
Well, again, like I say, I really wanted to play harder last week defense, but like I told Coach Shell before the game, as with Coach Joseph, they're going to have some busts, so don't freak out on them. Just know as young players, like Nate as a young quarterback, Kevin would tell you, had some busts. That's a part of being young. Don't worry about that. Coach that, try to eliminate that, but when they have an error, understand that's just a part of growing as a young player. They are, and again, you haven't seen Tyler Green yet, who's very, very talented. Jamil's getting some, Crawford's getting some. We got Devontae Williams out there. I think Ben Bach is a very nice compliment with Fant and Patmore. So we can go 5 corners better than we used to get to 2. But they're still young. So there's just going to be growing pains. But their skill set, I think there's some skill set on offense. I don't think you've seen Nick Westbrook, Leon Thornton. We're trying to get Donovan Hill on the field in some deals. there's some good young skill on offense you're going to see too. Those 13 skilled players last year were the best skilled group we have recruited. And in time, they're going to be really good players. And right now, they're very talented players that are learning how to play big-time college ball. And they're going to get hung out once in a while. But that D-line better be creating havoc, because that helps them guys. Because sometimes when D-line's creating havoc, it's a long foul ball. When they got all day and Pat, they'll connect a little bit more. And they're going to get a great challenge this week from Western Kentucky and their men.
How would you evaluate them for the first 2 years?
I mean, good. We got, sometimes to me it's just the positions we're putting them in, and be careful of, it's risk reward. Live by the sword, die by the sword. So pick your spots, live with it. But I tell you something, for young guys, they got a good look in their eye. Like they don't have those big eyes. Where they, I mean, they've got a nice look. And again, the way we practice offensively, they've been challenged reasonably good in practice. I mean, we go at them pretty good, with our style of those. So they don't, they're not playing against chopped liver out there. I mean, they're going against pretty good dudes, and you're going to Twitter that one out, right? Hashtag chopped liver, right? I like it. So, but what I'm saying, it's they got a good look, and those DBs are going to be good. And like I say, they get good goes, and that's just college games getting in space. You got to have space players. We're gotten good at the line of scrimmage. It's still a space game. The Big Ten's evolving to space. They are not the answer yet. We're going to have a lot of glitches with those young men, but they're coming, and we got competition. We got depth. Don't forget about Keontae. Again, we'll see if he's back as he goes. I don't think it's major, but we'll see. Tony Fields. You get Chase back in the mix. Again, we're deeper. It's just young, and we'll grow with those guys.
Case of a guy leaving to get some more playing time.
Well, and he had graduated, so he had options. And, we encouraged him to stay. He had been on scholarship a year ago, so he'd done a nice job. He'd gotten into running back 3 or 4 in his time here. But I think he felt when we went out with Jordan, but again, left on good terms, did a good job, local kid. And I think was in the mix there as a third, now of injury. So good player, good kid, an IU alum, so he's a graduate. Did a great job, was a special team player, led her a couple years. I mean, he did a nice job. Started at Dayton, and then transferred in here to sit out a year and played for us too. And now he's got a 5th-year option, and again, glad to see him down there. Wish he was here, but that was his choice. And, wished him well. All right, guys, have a good week.